Did you know there are One Piece characters so powerful, yet their bounties remain completely unknown? Legends like Monkey D. Dragon, the most dangerous man to the world government, or Rox D. Zebek, the pirate who once wanted to rule the world. Even the elite members of Shank's crew, like Ben Beckman and Lucky Roo, have never had their bounties revealed. But have you ever thought, what would their bounties be if the world government actually exposed them? In this video, we're going beyond the manga and anime to predict the insane bounty figures of these characters, based on their strength, influence, and threat level. First up, we have Vasco Shot from the Blackbeard Pirates, with a predicted bounty of 800 million berries. This guy's a total menace, a former level 6 prisoner from Impel Down, which means he's one of the worst of the worst. He now has a devil fruit that lets him control alcohol, and he uses it in the most destructive ways possible. He's wild, unpredictable, and doesn't care who gets caught in the chaos. Wherever Vasco shows up, you can bet something's about to burn. Next, we have San Juan Wolf from the Blackbeard Pirates, with a predicted bounty of 1 billion berries. They call him the Colossal Battleship, and it's not just a nickname. He's a literal giant, but even bigger than a normal giant thanks to a mysterious devil fruit. His size alone makes him a massive threat. Imagine a warship that walks and destroys everything in its path. In a full-scale battle, Wolf could flatten entire cities without breaking a sweat. Next, we have Avalo Pizarro and Katarina Devon. Both core members of the Blackbeard Pirates have a predicted bounty of 1.5 billion berries each. Pizarro, known as the Corrupt King, possesses the Island fruit, allowing him to merge with and control entire landscapes, turning the battlefield itself into his weapon. His destructive potential on a massive scale makes him a serious threat. On the other hand, Katarina Devon, the Crescent Moon Hunter, wields a mythical zone devil fruit that lets her transform into a nine-tailed fox and copy anyone's appearance. With her ability to infiltrate and kill without being noticed, she's a deadly mix of stealth and cruelty. Both of them represent serious problems for the world government and anyone who stands in Blackbeard's way. Next, we have Shiryu, the deadly right-hand man of Blackbeard, and has a predicted bounty of 2 billion berries. He was the former head jailer of Impel Down. He was imprisoned for slaughtering prisoners without reason. That's how dangerous and uncontrollable he was. Now he possesses the Clear fruit, granting him full invisibility during combat. Combined with his elite swordsmanship and brutal nature, this ability makes him a silent assassin capable of ending even the strongest opponents before they see him coming. Next, we have the top 3 commanders of the Redhaired Pirates. Yasopp, the crew's sharpshooter, is predicted to have a bounty of 2 billion berries. He's said to be one of the best marksmen in the world, able to hit a target without even seeing it, a sniper with insane precision and deadly accuracy. Then there's Lucky Roo, predicted at 1.5 billion berries, known for his speed, strength, and surprisingly agile fighting style despite his size. He was one of the first to kill in the series, and is said to be deceptively quick and incredibly dangerous. And finally, Ben Beckman, Shanks' right-hand man, with a predicted bounty of 3 billion berries. He's a tactical genius and a powerhouse in battle. Even Kizaru hesitated to make a move when Beckman pointed a gun at him. Now let's talk about Kazuki Oden, the legendary samurai of Wano, with a predicted bounty of 2 billion berries. Oden was no ordinary warrior. He sailed with both Whitebeard and Roger, stood on the final island Laugh-Tale, and wielded incredible strength and haki. He went head-to-head with Kaido and nearly defeated him, which alone proves how dangerous he truly was. His influence, strength, and knowledge of the Void Century made him a major threat to the world government. Had he ever been officially branded a pirate, his bounty would have easily reached or even surpassed 2 billion berries. Next, we have Scopper Gabon, with a predicted bounty of 4 billion berries. One of the most powerful and trusted commanders of the Roger Pirates, Gabon is a man whose legacy has remained in the shadows until now. His strength is undeniable, having clashed with the Holy Knight Saint Summers in a fierce battle. With just 2 devastating swings of his axe, Gabon cut off Summers' arm and scarred him across the chest, bypassing the so-called immortality of the Holy Knights and leaving a permanent mark on a Celestial Dragon's elite. Gabon also reached Laugh-Tale, uncovering the greatest secrets of the world alongside Roger. That combination of forbidden knowledge and overwhelming combat ability makes him a direct threat to the world government. Next, we have Silver's Rayleigh, which have a predicted bounty of 4.5 billion berries not just because of his strength, but because of everything he represents. He was the right-hand man to the Pirate King, which already puts him in a league far above most pirates. He mastered all 3 types of haki, trained the next generation's greatest pirate, Luffy, and reached Laugh-Tale, meaning he knows the truth behind the Void Century, the ancient weapons, and the One Piece itself. On top of that, he casually held off Admiral Kizaru, entered Amazon Lily uninvited, and scared off Blackbeard with his tremendous conqueror haki without even fighting. This show how strong he was without a devil fruit power. Next, we have Monkey D. Dragon, the most wanted man and world's worst criminal in history, with a predicted bounty of 6 billion berries. As the supreme commander of the Revolutionary Army, Dragon isn't just a powerful fighter. He's a global threat to the world government. He's the man behind the rising tide of rebellion, spreading across the world, leading revolutions that have toppled entire kingdoms and liberated nations under the Celestial Dragon's control. His actions have directly weakened the world government's grip on power more than any pirate ever has. On top of that, he's the son of Garp, a legendary marine, and the father of Luffy, the future pirate king, making him a central figure in both bloodlines and ideology. While his full abilities are still unknown, many believe he wields a weather-based devil fruit. As we saw in Logtown, he saved Luffy from Smoker from a weather-based devil fruit, which is predicted to be a god devil fruit and has ability to control weather. On the other hand, the world government fears his ideology more than his strength. Unlike pirates who seek power or freedom, Dragon seeks justice and equality, a dream that could unite the world and bring the Celestial Dragon era to an end. Next, we have Rox D. Zebek, with a predicted bounty of 6.5 billion berries, making him the most dangerous pirate of the previous era. His goal wasn't just to become Pirate King. He wanted to conquer the entire world. He commanded a crew of absolute monsters, including Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, and Shiki, long before they became legends. At God Valley, he clashed with both Gold D. Roger and Monkey D. Garp, shaking the very foundations of history. He even had a direct conversation with Emu, something unthinkable for any pirate. Zebek was known to have killed a marine admiral, kidnapped 5 kings, and even clashed with the king of the strongest nation, where their hockey was so intense it spread across the entire region. He destroyed the Gate of Justice, stole a ship filled with celestial dragon treasure, and still walked out of Mariajoie alive. It's no wonder the world government tried to erase his name from history, because even in death, his legacy remains a terrifying threat. The last character I'm going to talk about is Joy Boy. Imagine a man so influential, so dangerous to the status quo, that the world erased his very existence from history. A man whose name survived only through whispers, stone carvings, and a mysterious smile etched into time. That man was Joy Boy. We don't know what Joy Boy looked like. We don't know where he was born. But what we do know is enough to shake the foundation of the world government. He lived during the Void Century, an era wiped clean because of the threat he and his allies posed. He wasn't just a rebel or a warrior. He was a visionary. Joy Boy dreamed of a world united, not controlled. He believed in freedom, laughter, and uniting races across the seas, something the Celestial Dragons fear even today. This wasn't some petty pirate trying to steal treasure. He was leading a civilization advanced enough to build weapons that could sink islands, Pluton, Poseidon, Uranus, and yet he never used them to dominate. He used them to protect. And here's the part that would terrify the Gorosei. Even after 800 years, the legacy of Joy Boy is returning. The Straw Hat, the Drums of Liberation, the Sun God, it all connects back to him. And if someone can inherit Joy Boy's will, like Luffy, the world government knows their end is near. So let's be clear. If Joy Boy existed today, with his knowledge, his army, and his unmatched conqueror's hockey, he wouldn't just be a threat. He would be the single greatest danger to the current world order. That's why I'm placing his hypothetical bounty at a staggering 25 billion berries. Because this isn't about strength alone. This is about legacy, fear, and the unshakable idea that freedom is worth fighting for. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more One Piece breakdowns.